wanted to make a note of something, a mental note. Maybe not a mental note because it's actually more a virtual on the camera note. But I think taking out the garbage is something that you really have to get used to if you're a first take out garbage chore timer, you know? And I'm one of those first timers. So my first time taking out the garbage went kind of like this. I carried the bucket that holds the garbage, that fits inside the garbage can, downstairs because I couldn't get the bag out. When I tried to get the bag out, the whole thing ripped. So I carried the bucket thing down with the garbage bag in it, and I get outside, and there is a group of young-ish people who I do believe are my next-door neighbors, who in fact are a tad not the friendliest people in the world that I would never want to get tangled in with, ever. So I'm just doing my own thing, trying to be very inconspicuous, and they're talking about something. I don't know if they're arguing, or so I'm just walking by, you know, with the garbage thing, so it's not really like walking, it's more like half stumbling, kind of like hooked over, kind of like this, you know, and I get to the dumpster, and I forgot how pungent the dumpster is, and I don't get grossed out easily, but there are moments when a smell that's really bad actually makes me start to puke. And so I lift the huge metal tin lid of the garbage can, and I realize that I cannot hold it up and pick up the bucket of garbage and dump it all in at the same time. So I have to pull the lid over to the other side. So I pull it over, I hear a snap, and I just said, oh, I'm sure it always makes that snap. You know, well, I was wrong. So I take the bucket, and I empty the bucket, and of course it broke, and it split open even more, and I got to see all the juicy contents of brown slush, like, just dripping all over the place, not to mention the actual dumpster smelled like a rotting corpse, and I was being kind of bombarded like flies. I mean, it's not like they were going to pull a whole Gulliver's Travels thing or anything like that, but there were still a lot of flies, and they were kind of threatening me. So anyway, so I dumped it all in there, took the basket, or the bucket, put it down on the ground, dropped it so I wouldn't get all the nasty juice all over me, and then I realized that the dumpster lid that I had opened was not used to being opened all the way, and I tried very in vain to lift it up again many, many failed times as it came crashing back down and made a loud noise that I'm sure the people I didn't really want to notice me heard. And then I kind of just left the whole thing hanging open and carried the empty bucket back upstairs. So, it's going to take a little getting used to, but I think with a little practice, I will really master this garbage can thing.